of mine, 1980 Prezi Rolly, we've been working overtime. The witness, the police, the pigs, I don't eat swine. Son of Jacob, this biblical, my flow, the holy God. Save money ground up in the gutter where they found us. Stones in the faint mouth rush. More vacays, more bucks, more race, more foreign trucks, more on a tour bus, more pour cup. Toast to the winners, throw it up.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Detroit Lions and the New York Jets. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Wentz. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. On pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Wentz to throw for it on 4th. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The Jets had 3 and 10 now on the year, and they come in just an absolute free fall. Losers now, Charles, of 7 in a row.
And I think this is where, in a locker room, a lot of the team looks to their best players and even silently asks for them to guide them out of this. You know, we've got to be better than what we've shown. We need you to lead us.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Singletary trying the left side. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Singletary again. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. That is first incompletion after a 4-for-4 start.
Yeah, but they should back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Wentz. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 12-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. To throw is Wentz. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0.
All in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
On the play fake, Corral.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Travis Jones
Brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
3rd and long, Corral.
Under pressure, they got him again.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
And Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Not a big deal on that one. Just your everyday 67-yard punt.
And the Jets will take over.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Now Wentz. Completes it to Aguilar. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 44-yard line. Throwing is Wentz. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover two, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Flushed out right. And this one too low.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces to see the present, making plays, and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
And still in the first, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone, a scoop and score on a fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is, his first miss, no good. The kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 2nd and 12, Wentz. And that'll be caught by St. Brown.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 7.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Wentz. It's caught by Aguilar. And he is going to have the Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Wentz now on 1st down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw, it's Wentz.
Swings this out here for Cohen.
And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Wentz going to go on 4th down. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Wentz to throw again. He's going to dip that off to his running back, Cohen.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
On 2nd and inches, Wentz. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. 7 yards on the pickup. First and goal. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run it in with Burton. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Mike Burton, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Jets have got it back to within a score.
And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same thing.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you had planned to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Corral looking to pass, 2nd down.
They'll set up the screen here to mix it. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
On 3rd down, here's Corral.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Here comes Cohen. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Again, it's Wentz. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
81.
Wentz. He's going to go up top again. He rifles one that's intercepted.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
From the gun, Corral.
And he'll just get rid of it.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 30. 10. And he takes it the distance. No time remaining.
No cloth on the field.
Yeah, no flags, and it's a kickoff return to end the first half. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Corral.
And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to kick it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. On the return is Cohen.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And they will take over 1st and 10.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. A give. Singletary right side.
And he'll have a Jets first down as good running gets him to the 35.
because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Wentz going to throw. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Throwing now is Wentz. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. And that is incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers getting together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he missed it. Gonzalez has pushed it to the right, and this is going to remain a 1-point game.
And I think there on the left hash mark, he's just aiming down the middle and hoping to hit it true. But this ball started right and start working away from it. And it's going to wind up wide of the mark.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play. Multiple plays. It's about the for them to have some success.
They'll go to the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down. Corral looking to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Here comes the Lions punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. He'll return it from the 6.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Singletary to get the drive started. Past the 20 for a short gain. 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They go right back to Singletary. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Play action. Now Wentz. Sliding out of the pocket. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. And we've got a dandy here. 1-point game as we begin the 4th. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Singletary. It's a room to maneuver. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 89 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. From the gun, it's Wentz. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. So an important drive for them there. And they're not home, but momentum, Charles, definitely in their favor now.
And I like the point you just made. They're not home yet, but a 1-point game, and if you get the extra point, make it an 8-point game. Only 1 score, but you're right. Momentum definitely in their favor right now.
Gonzalez going to the extra point. And they're really sure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. In just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. And this offense on 3rd down today, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Open man is Burks, and he's got him. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down. A nice, consistent gain.
Here's Corral on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Corral. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And now offensively, it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Back to throw, Corral.
And the Jets pressure, 2 matches, down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Under pressure, and down he goes.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage, well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Corral, another throw on 2nd down. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Shotgun snap to Corral.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
4th down, here's Corral. Gets it to Burks.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Corral to throw.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Now Corral. And brought in downfield by Burks.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 25-yard line.
Corral.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Here's Corral.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards the pickup there.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Corral to throw it.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Corral setting up to pass it here. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. And the Jets have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Wentz to throw.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Wentz. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. That was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Jets, it's a fourth win of the campaign as they get to 4-10 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Lions, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers.